Hey guys, Walter here with another Photoshop tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make killer thumbnails for your YouTube partnered channel. So first thing we're going to want to do here is open up Photoshop. We're going to want to do a new document, 1280 by 720 at a 72 resolution. On web, it can't read anything more than 72, so don't waste the space. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and create that. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to grab an image from a video. So I'm going to open up Premiere here. Sorry I didn't do this in advance. I just wasn't thinking ahead, and it's been a rough morning. It's 2:49 and I don't know why I'm awake. But anyways, let's go ahead. I know I have a really good one here in this project, so I'm just going to open that up. Okay. My computer's pretty fast, so you shouldn't have to wait too long here. And if I wasn't lazy, I would just edit this out later. But that's not the case. Okay, Premiere is opening up still, as you can see by my little clock here. Alright, here's the project. So basically what we want to do is just scrub through our timeline. Let it load up a bit. Oh, we don't want her. Okay, there I am. We're just going to scrub through a bit, and we're going to find a still shot that I like. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. Just a really appealing face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little export frame here, and I want to do a TIFF. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's not compressed. It's a raw format. And so I want the most quality I can get out of that. So I'm going to save that to a location. Go ahead and quit out of Premiere here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Command O, alright, and I'm going to open a new document here in Photoshop. So I believe that was saved to my movie production, leap year images, sequence still shots here. Nope. Where's she at? Come on. There's one. There's one. So I honestly don't know where I saved that to. I have a feeling it went to my last project that I did titled Homosexuality. There it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open that up. Now this is going to blow your mind, guys, right here. What I'm going to grab here is this quick select tool. But before we start, I want to Command J and duplicate my background layer and delete it, okay? Don't ask why. I promise it's going to help out here. So now that we've got our quick select tool, all we're going to do is click and drag on the areas that we want to keep. You'll notice it's very smart. It will choose for you. It knows what you want. And you'll notice also that it's kind of picking up some stuff we don't want. So what we're going to do is hold Alt, and you'll notice it gives us a little minus sign. And just go ahead and go over the things you don't want and make sure you get rid of it, okay? That looks pretty good. I don't want to be too picky. I'm going to click V on my controls here. That's going to give me just my normal pointer arrow. Now watch this. Select Refine Edge. This is where the magic comes, people. It already looks okay for just being a really quick mask. Selection, rather. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and select the Smart Radius box, and I like to do about 1.5. That tends to give me the best results, and you'll notice the edges just clean up nice. I'll do a smoothing of about 5 and a contrast of about 5, and just hit OK on that. Now, we're not finished yet. I'm going to click M on my keypad here, and that's going to give me my marquee, I believe it's called. Yeah, the marquee tool. Right-click inside of the selection and select inverse. That's going to select everything outside here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and hit the delete key. Boom. Command D. We have ourselves a masked out image. We don't want to be too picky here, so Command A, Command C, copy that thing, head over to my original 1280 by 720 document, Z to zoom, Alt to zoom out, just give myself a little more room here. I'm going to hit back on V, and I'm going to hit Control V and paste my face in here. Now you'll notice we have the ability to drag him. We don't want to just drag him and skew his aspect ratio, so we're going to hold Shift and drag him down to the appropriate size that we want. Go ahead and put him anywhere. That looks good. I like to kind of have him off-centered so I have room for text over in this area. So I'm just going to double click or command enter to confirm those changes. Now what we want to do is shift alt command N, create ourselves a new layer, or you can click the new layer icon down here. Either way is going to work for you. So now that we've got a new layer underneath my my masked image here, we're going to go ahead and click G for our bucket, and we want ourselves a background color. Now I've been using a custom set of colors. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up one of my old thumbnail projects that I've already done. Where did I put that? Oh, okay, that works out. Here we go. This is one I've already done. So what I'm going to do is with my paint bucket selected here, I'm going to click Alt, and that's going to give me the eyedropper. I'm going to go ahead and select this background color and head back over to this. G, boom, there we go. There's our background. Okay, and I'm going to leave that just how it is. Now I'm going to do another layer. And let's. I like to throw in the this rising sun background here. So what I need to do for that is I need to first turn off the opacity on it, so I can get that color using the same method as before. If you notice, it switches my color here. I'm going to drop that back down to 40. No reason at all, because I'm not even going to be saving that project, so I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm going to head back over here, and the way I'm getting that rising sun image is I'm using the pencil tool, and what I did is I headed over on a web browser to deviantart.com. Okay, this is another tutorial. Like, I should be wrapping this up in another video, but I'm going to throw it in here for you guys as an added bonus. Now here up in the search art, I'm going to type rising sun brushes. Okay. Oh, it's taking forever. Sorry, my internet. And you'll notice here there's these brushes. There's actually quite a few, and you might want to try out a couple. But what you're going to do here is you're going to download these for Photoshop, okay? And it's going to give you a certain type of file, and you're going to want to put that in the appropriate folder in your Photoshop folder, okay? I believe that is located, where is that located? You would grab it. Let's try this out. I'm going to try this out for you. So I'm going to click in there. I'm going to download the file. I'm going to save that, confirm it. It's taking forever. Sorry about this. Okay, so now you know it's downloaded. It is a RAR document. So where did it go? Okay, so we're going to want to extract it. You may need a specific program for this. So what's going on? Okay, this .abr, this is what we want. So where that needs to go is in our applications, Adobe, nope. I don't know. I think it's probably like Walter Allred library. No. Where do we go here? Oh, we'll get it. We'll find it out. Okay, here we go. Adobe Photoshop CS505 plugins. Possibly no presets. Okay, presets brushes. That's where you want to go. If you notice here, I've already got the rising sun.abr. Go ahead and drop that in there. And what that's going to do for you is if you come back over to Photoshop and you check out my brushes, I've got those available here. You might have to click this little arrow here. Click on your rising sun and hit OK, and that's going to load your brushes here. Now I can grab any one of these and boom, throw it in the background. You want to make sure you get one that's big enough, okay? That's kind of neat. Let's try something more retro. There we go, like you saw from earlier. So what I do is I paste that in somewhere cool. You know, you can play around with things. I like it to focus in on my head or something. So what I do is I paste that in there, and I drop my opacity to 40 on this because I don't want really that red color. I just kind of want just a nice little you know, faded touch back there. So now that that's in, we're going to add some text. Now we can hit T for the text tool, and then go ahead and click in your document here. And I'm using this number 44 font, and that can be found from dafont.com. Dophony. If you didn't really understand what I said, dafont.com, okay? So search for that 44 font. But I don't want this to say this necessarily, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to like, hi, I heart. How do I do it? Ew, that doesn't look like a heart in this font. I'm cool. How about that? That's a good, really appealing, just captivating thumbnail. So we're going to throw that on there. Possibly reformat the text a bit. Make sure you hold shift always too when you're resizing, just to keep that aspect ratio. Alright, I'm going to throw this on here like that. Double click, command enter, whatever you want to do. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. Add a few custom styles to these layers to make things really pop. So first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and grab, this is what I recommend doing too. Once you create a thumbnail, keep one so that you can just grab the stuff and use a custom set of styles here. So I'm going to click on this layer of my guy here, right click, copy layer style, head back over here and just paste layer style right onto him. You'll notice it adds a nice glow with this yellow color. So I'm going to go in here, you're going to double click on the layer to bring up your layer styles. You're going to do an outer glow and you're going to choose 100% opacity here. You're going to choose your color, and basically I have 0 spread and a 35 pixel size. That's all I'm doing here for this glow effect. Alright, as for the text, I'm going to head back over here. I'm going to grab it, copy it, paste it. Boom. Now the only thing I don't like about it is the color, so you can change that up here to whatever you wish. And you know what? That's about all I do. If you have other little images and captivating things that you want to bring in, you can do that. A couple things I do recommend. I do not like to see text smashed up against the sides. You know, give yourself a little breathing space here. Make it look appealing to the eye. Same with everything. You want it to be composed and formatted correctly here. A couple little tips and tricks. If you want to center things, go ahead and click on like your on a layer that's just completely filling the entire document. So for instance, this green layer that's just painted in. Click on that layer and then click over in your ruler and drag out a guide. And you'll notice it'll lock right in the center. And the reason I said to click on a layer that's full is because the center is going to be the exact center of the document. If I were to click on my face and grab a guide layer here, it's going to center on this image. So notice how it's locking like on my nose. We don't want that. So click here, drag a guide layer there. We can drag one down here. And that way, say I wanted my guy to be center, I can drag him, and it's gonna want to snap into center position. And this works really good if you've got, say, if our text was formatted a bit differently. If it was something like this. And you're like, I want this to be right in the center of the screen. Check this out. Snap. Boom. I can command H and hide those things. Boom. You know, maybe you want to add a little margin around and make sure that you don't go outside of it. These guidelines are a super way of doing that, okay? That way you can make sure that nothing in your design ever breaches that area. See what I'm saying? It kind of locks like that. That's a really clever way, and you know, you might want to get really anal and make sure that it's exactly the same on each side. But sometimes you can eyeball it, and you'll get away with a pretty good product. So that's all for the actual creation I'm going to go ahead and delete those and go with the original layout there. So here's our thumbnail. So now what we want to do is export this properly. So I'm just going to go ahead, if we can get away with it, we want to try to go for a PNG. It's going to be a better quality. So I'm just going to do a file, save as PNG, and I'm going to throw this on the desktop just for ease of use. Save it, save it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check that out. I'm just going to do a little get info on it. And if you notice, what's the size here? We're looking at 1.8 megabytes. That would work because YouTube doesn't want you to go higher than 2. Now, none of the thumbnails that I've done thus far have actually been under 2 megabytes. This one would work, so I would want to go ahead and upload the PNG. If it didn't work, you want to go with a JPEG. So you would go File, Save as a JPEG, and you would do the exact same thing. You would save that right on the desktop, maximum quality 12. And you'll notice if I compare the JPEG, do a little get info, it's only 534 kilobytes, much, much less. So you're definitely losing quality, but sometimes you got to go with the JPEG because the PNG is just too large. So that's all you got to do. I'm pretty sure you guys, if you are partnered with YouTube, there is a space in your edit video settings where you can actually upload this custom thumbnail for your videos. So I'm pretty sure you guys would know how to do that. I'm not going to go into that. As for this tutorial, I'm going to wrap it up and say, hey, good luck, guys. Send them my way. Send me a video response. Send me some of your thumbnails that you've done. Point me in the direction. I want to look at them. I want to see what you've got with them. You know what? Until next time, peace out.